as long as we can to keep the Spire Golems at bay. He probably has Spell Stutter Sprite for the first one. There's almost nothing I can do about that. I kind of want to just cast a Guardian now and look him up for... gosh, with double Spire Golem though, I'm still not in good shape. I pretty much need to resolve multiples now. And Quicksand. Turn my guy to a 1/2. I'm just gonna wait. Am I? It's a lot tougher without all the easy discard. Augur of Skulls, coincidentally, would be a great draw. Yeah, I think I am. It's gonna take him forever to actually kill me with an Aven Riftwatcher, so just keep the hand stocked and hopefully I can play more threats than he can stop, or draw some discard. I mean, I'm basically killing time until I draw a Chittering Rats or a Liliana Spectre or an Augur of Skulls that I can unearth repeatedly for value and get rid of everything in his hand. So I think it's double Golem swings here. No? Okay. Let's let it die. 26. He still can't really beat in with the Spire Golems much until he secures his board position a little more. I definitely am going to want the unmakes next time, because it's important to be able to get rid of the Spire Golem. Sign in Blood's a good one. He probably won't counter this, and it gets me ahead on cards. If he does counter it, that's fine. It's one of those cards that, like, if you're the control player, you hate to give it to him, but you only have so many counters, so it'd be interesting to see. He might have 2 Spell Stutter sprites and be trying to figure out if it's worth playing both sprites to counter Sign in Blood. And the answer would be probably not. But he doesn't know I have Unearth. He may be thinking that guy probably has no 1-drops, so double sprite would be an okay play. Or he could have nothing and I'm just making stuff up. Always a good bet. Could even consider Pestilence in this matchup. Because I don't think he has any way to deal with a resolved Pestilence or Guardian of the Guild Pack. So I could just sit there and grind him out. A lot to think about. This is part of the problem with unrefined lists. You're not really sure what to do. Like, is Aven Riftwatcher good? Like, on the one hand, it's a 2/3 flyer, probably beats in for 4 points, and I gain 4 life. On the other hand, it's a creature that dies on its own, so there's no need for him to interact with it. He can just take a couple of pops and let me gain life, and if he manages to establish control, then it isn't going to matter what I have. Okay, so there's the Chittering Rats, which we are going to cast. It will certainly be countered. I hope it doesn't get excluded, but if he just uses a regular counter like a Mana Leak, that's fine. We just want to... Maybe I should have waited till next turn to do that. And we also picked up a Doomblade for one of the Spire Golems, which I'm confident we'll be able to resolve, because in the coming turns we're going to just avalanche him with must counter things. Okay, now I'm pretty convinced he doesn't have a counter spell. Right? I mean, he has to counter that. Either that or his hand is so stocked that he just doesn't care if he has to miss a draw. The good news is that if he... what do we got here? Is it 10 points? He is gonna go with the Sprite. Alright. I think I was right about the double Sprite thing. The good news is if he tries to beat with all his flyers this turn, we get to swing back for some damage, or at least make him use the quicksand. Looks like he is indeed coming in for 5. That is alright with me. These next few turns are going to be tricky, especially this upcoming turn. 5 in the air is no longer playtime. That's a pretty fast clock. Now, Aven Riftwatcher lets us stunt most of that clock if we can resolve it. But let's just see what he does first. He only has 4 cards in hand. We have 7. So it might just be time to just say, you know, like, if you're going to counter stuff, fine, but I'm just going to use all my mana every turn to throw crap at you. Maybe I should Doomblade this Spire Golem. Nah. Because he can counter it with conditional, like a conditional spell, like Leak. Alright, he's only got 3 cards in his hand. We're going for it. Especially because now we have 4 Guardians of the Guild Pact. So what do we really want to resolve this turn? I feel like Guardian is actually more important. Even though, I mean, Doomblade be the best. I think I'm going to play Guardian of the Guild Pact and see what's up. That's a 7-turn clock if he lets it resolve. I don't think he wants to race, but maybe he does. Now I think I attack him. I should have attacked first because he might have used the quicksand. He might still do it. I don't know why he would. Pretty sure he's got a second Sprite in his hand that he's just gonna drop on me. Okay, so he's at 12. Oh, he's at 14. So he is gonna use that. I feel like his hand is all counters. I mean, I guess it could be land. I really don't want to get Aven Riftwatcher countered, but at the same time I have double Unearth. I could Unearth the Chittering Rats, but I feel like I would be playing right into I feel like I'd be playing right into Spellstutter Sprite at that point. I'm gonna pass the turn. If he swings all out again, I'm gonna attack with Guardian and I'm gonna play a second Guardian after I do that. Liliana Spectre is a good draw. That's a card he's gonna have to counter. Question is, do I attack first? Yes. So here's what's gonna happen.